this morning, 2024 appropriation bill. Speaker, Akwa State House of Assembly promises speedy passage. Federal Road Safety Corps cautions road users on safety during Yuletide. Plus, 2023 Press Week. Stakeholders call for more public enlightenment on the dangers of climate change. Good morning. Thank you for joining us in the news. My name is Edidi Omiba. Hope you had a beautiful night's rest. Welcome. Just a quick reminder that this news is brought to you via our Star Times platform, channel 103, and on all our social media platforms, YouTube and Facebook. The Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has assured the public of thorough scrutiny of the 2024 budget estimates to ensure it addresses the yearnings of Akwa Ibom people. Speaker, Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly Udemotong made this known while declaring open the public hearing on 2024 appropriation bill held at the Assembly Complex, UYO.
The Speaker Udemotong, while appreciating the State Governor Umoino for the timely presentation of the budget, says the essence of the public hearing is to create room for stakeholders to bring forth their inputs.
It is hoped that the 2024 budget will escalate in many sectors, and many more communities in the state shall enjoy accelerated growth and expansion. I am briefed by the chairman of the House Committee that they have concluded their interface with ministries, departments, and agencies as NDS, which they oversight, to ascertain their operation size and coverage in the budget estimate.
Chairman Appropriations and Finance and member representing Uran State Constituency, Itore Etim, Commissioner for Finance, Nsikan Nkan, and others spoke glowingly on the 2024 budget size, christened the Arise agenda of the growth and expansion.
The objective of this public hearing and budget briefing is to create a forum where the people of Akwa Ibom State will participate in the state budgetary process, to elicit different shades of opinion from stakeholders in the Akwa Ibom project, to provide opportunity for the collection and collation of various contributions and inputs from participants for incorporation into the final 2024 budget estimate.
The expected recurrent revenue for 2024 is 561 billion, and this is against the approved estimate of 540.8 billion for 2023, which is 20 billion or 3.73% higher than the 2023 revised projection.
I really want to commend the efforts of the legislature in ensuring that the 2024 appropriation bill is passed into law before the end of December 2023.
The 2024 budget outlay of 845.632 billion naira is predicated on an oil benchmark of $73.96 per barrel per day, with an exchange rate of 700 naira per US dollar, and is prepared in accordance with the International Public Sector Accounting Standard accrual templates. In UYO, Nsikak Okon, NTA News.
And journalists have been called upon to educate the public and enlighten stakeholders on the need to mitigate the dangers of climate change and maintain an eco-friendly environment for the good of mankind. This was the position of stakeholders, including the resource person, at the 2023 Press Lecture of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Akwa Ibom State Council. John Paul Alumuna reports.
The lecture, which had the theme Development Journalism Setting Agenda on Climate Change, brought together journalists from various chapters and friends of the media. The guest lecturer, Professor Nsikan Benson, and other stakeholders called the attention of the media on the need to increase reportage on climate change to enable the people be climate friendly by reducing gas emissions into the atmosphere.
Climate change is real, and we should collectively and individually do something to mitigate the impacts that are associated with climate change.
Giving us a conducive atmosphere in our bid to make life-changing legislation and deliver quality representation to constituents.
The chairman of the NUJ and the chairperson of the organizing committee insist that drawing attention to renewable energy and climate change is timely.
I'm very excited. I want to thank God for this grand success of the opening ceremony. It's been very overwhelming. I don't think we've had this like this before in the union. And it shows the teamwork approach we've had to leadership. And it also shows the readiness of members of the union to learn.
Climate change issues are linked to the activities of human beings. And so we needed to create that awareness among residents in Akwa Ibom for them to know how to mitigate most of the effects of the climate change.
Goodwill messages were presented by the representative of the Speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Commissioner for Information, and other friends of the NUJ.
The challenge again is about stereotyping, is about posturing. It's about the fact that, like Trump, there are a lot of Trumps in us. And I'm sure that we do not deny the obvious, but the fact is the pain of behavior change is making us think that we can postpone the whole day.
It's of course the importance of journalists attached to what is happening in contemporary society, especially where we find ourselves in the environment. And it has to do with the roles the journalists can play to help strengthen and co-op some of the menace that we can have in the course of us not taking preactive measures to fight against climate change.
Saying that the topic has to do with solving problems. So I'm happy with the journalists. I'm happy with the chairman, my brother Amos, for what he's doing, trying to bring journalists together to see how we can solve our societal problem.
So for me, it is not just coming to participate. It is being involved in the activities of my union.
The event featured presentation of Arise Agenda catch-up essentials and cultural displays by the State Art and Culture. In Uyo, John Paul Alumon, NTA News.
At Yuletides like these, especially as the year winds down, many motorists engage in overspeeding in a bid to maximize profits following the high number of commuters cashing in on seasonal activities. In the course of these, many motorists are involved in crashes and sometimes in deaths. But the Federal Road Safety Corps, in order to nip this, is advising road users to adhere to road signs and avoid unnecessary speed while plying the roads. Emilio Moore reports.
The Yuletide is a season usually accompanied with lots of activities, from visits of people to family and friends, and vice versa, in line with traditions associated with the season. To heighten social and religious activities, Christmas for many is one of the most celebrated Christian festivals where people travel a lot. However, during this period, casualties have been known to occur largely due to recklessness on the road by motorists. However, drivers on their part, having this knowledge of applying caution while on the road, speak on precautionary measures to ensure the reduction of road crashes always.
Every driver loading from the government-approved motor parks should be well guided. No overloading. While on the road, no overspeeding. The movement should be very, very okay. Every passengers that are taken or carried from the park, a normal manifest should be done. And while equally on the road, the drivers should observe all road signs.
I'll check my motor, tires and engine and everything, whether it is all right before I move. Not overloading. You will check the motor, normal driving and movement and everything.
The Federal Road Safety Commission says it will continue to sensitize motorists and road users on the effective use of the road to avoid crashes even as Yuletide draws closer.
So they should tolerate each other. They should be reminded that the road is not a personal property. So it's for the usage of every members of the public. So it should be shared. And this, if this is done, that it will go a long way in ensuring that calmness is on the road. Thereby, there will be no any form of unfortunate occurrence.
It is believed that every road user will adhere to road signs and regulations to avoid a soil test this Christmas and even after the season. In Uyo, Emediongumo, NTA News.
Now, though dead for many decades now, Mary Mitchell Slessor, a Scottish missionary to Nigeria, will always be remembered for the huge role she played in stopping the killing of twins and their mothers. This is why the Mary Slessor Akanglo Foundation brought together multiple birth children to celebrate her posthumous birthday. The reports. These multiple birth children and their parents are drawn from all the 31 local government areas of Akwa Ibom State and the Mary Slessor Akanglo Foundation. These children represent the legacy of Mary Mitchell Slessor, who gave herself to the service of humanity. The Mary Slessor Akanglo Foundation was established to further propagate the ideals of Mary Slessor, steeped in selfless sacrifice, love and empathy for the vulnerable members of the society. Founder Dr. Gloria Det, who disclosed that the foundation has since inception extended humanitarian services to the less privileged in the society, says Mary Slessor is their inspiration.
We are here today with multiple birth children and mothers to celebrate the woman God used to change the stories of many, especially stopping the killing of twins and other multiple birth children, as well as the banishment of their mothers.
Drama and other performances by the multiple birth children and cutting of the posthumous birthday cake spiced up the events.
That will make them great in life. Mary was consistent in her rescue mission. Her efforts were not always successful, and she faced many challenges along the way.
Akwa Ibom State's Governor, Pastor Moino, who was represented at the event, his wife and others extolled the sterling qualities of the founder, saying the NGO was a good way to immortalize the missionary.
As part of their life agenda and promising, the Mary Slessor legacy is and everywhere they are found are part of major plans of governments of Akwa Ibom State led by Pastor Moino in the tourism sector.
Everyone that is gathered here today are examples of the testimonials of what this woman of grace had done many years ago. For sustaining the vision and the dreams of Auntie Mary. God will bless Dr. Gloria Det.
It's a wonderful gesture. Dr. Gloria Det.
High point of the event was the presentation of gift items and cash to over 5,000 multiple birth children and their parents. In Uyo, Edidiong. Prince Ukeme Upong Mega Foundation has empowered many Akwa Ibom youths, especially indigents of the Borokara local government area, with scholarship, business empowerment and bags of rice to the women as part of Christmas celebration. The beneficiaries have been advised to make good use of the items given to them to better their lives and that of others around them to reduce poverty and unemployment in the state. John Paul Aluna reports.
Prince Ukeme Mega Foundation is a non-governmental organization which started in 2021 to empower the youths and the elderly from different parts of the state, especially in Obotakara and its environs. The items presented by the foundation include 500 bags of rice and gari, 5 sewing machines, 5 tiger generators and clippers, as well as over 1,000 wrappers and exercise books, including 44 persons who got scholarship of 100,000 naira each. The beneficiaries expressed profound gratitude to the founder of the foundation, Prince Ukeme, and assured that they will make good use of the opportunity.
And this machine I just got is the most happiest thing that happened to me at the end of this year. I'm so happy for Prince Ukeme Mega Foundation. I want to say God bless him.
This money will help me in so many things, especially my school fees, because I've not paid my school fees yet.
This money given to me by Prince Ukeme will help me in a very long way concerning my education.
I'm very excited for this exercise book. I thank the person who presented it. I say, may his name be praised. I thank you for this gift. May God continue to provide for him. I'm very happy.
I thank God for what God has done today. And I pray, may God bless Prince Ukeme Upong.
I'm very much happy over this gesture. We promise to keep these children standard education. We appreciate the the presenter of this exercise book to these children. May God bless me in Jesus' name.
Some stakeholders, including the Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Monde Oko, and the chairperson of Obutakara local government area, commended the founder of the foundation for his humanitarian services to the people, despite not being in politics.
You will never lack in Jesus' name.
There must be a changing dynamics in your life, not just in your life, in your family, within your peers, and of course people around you. I'm here today to celebrate God's blessings in his life, and not just celebrating God in his life. He's also giving out blessings to other people from local government area.
The second thanks goes to Prince Ukeme for the spirit of love, because
the founder of the foundation, Prince Ukeme says the empowerment initiative, which is in its third edition, is geared towards reduction of poverty, unemployment, and youth restiveness in various communities and villages in the state. He advised the beneficiaries to make good use of the scholarship and business packages to impact positively on their lives and the society.
I know very well that God bless the hand that giveth. So that's what I've been doing. I enjoy giving to humanity, that's all. People that have not been able to empower this year, probably by God's grace, next year I will touch the life of them in Jesus' name.
High points of the event were presentation of scholarships and other materials to the beneficiaries. In Uyo, John Paul Alum, NTA News.
And that's the news this morning, but just before we end, another look at our major stories. The 2024 appropriation bill, Speaker Kwabam State House of Assembly has promised speedy passage. And the Federal Road Safety Corps has cautioned road users on safety during the Yuletide. You also heard in the news that the 2023 Press Week's stakeholders have called for more public enlightenment on the dangers of climate change. And that's the news. Thank you for watching. Remember to be a star. Join the NTA's campaign to stand against rape and rapists. Umedimo Samson is standing by for the news in EBB. Good morning.
So Karabi coming and por I would for Utemu Bambera Quai wum Steremebo Kutemuru, Ayamani Sopo. Federal Road Safety Corps, in on Bono Week Ban, Gary one moto, Yem Pemidem, Kenny Capi Swami. A time koi banga ubron bog from Nantinka NUJ, Etumo, Arinama Mo, Amiswa 2023. Aquaibum, a messiero, and young Meru Wemedimo, Samson Yaiko Membok, and Sinin on Bofo Kubaus enemy. Ebo Yakme or Combok, a no, Mbono. Boka bangake pompo kikbere afam manaturo iridion nanga irongwem ofono keti nkanko ami adu pempo ekena rom kombo kerinam nka ma kombo ka Kwaibum State eko to 2023 Press Week ame Nigerian Union of Journalists yaikombo min fon Kembono ukbe mkpodo kiko iwot akedo eritepe ndaga utum uswani tip kubono mkpo ukpogode abara kikbere fam Bon ka uswana Ethiop ke mention sio ufo utem uswana Ethiop emari wana korom bono wumfen andigi no gbe mkpodo ata ifiok nsikak Benson korom owoiso wo mfen emai kud meswana Ethiop ebo yareket mofon eriswan Ethiop ke bangake ukpom kpo ke ikbagafam ke yomi man aturo bono wo eri ni ifiok ibanga nanga eruwem ati woro bogoro kenka meswana Ethiop ka Kwaibum State Koram bonege tu mori namado. Emaibo kembono wu erini fiok mbanga mempo ami. Adu ta panpo kinin tumme. Keri namado. Mbono wu emaino 88 ekom. Koro akwa tangi ko kufo timu bombet Kwaibum State. Ya commissioner asegempo abanga nutam uswane depke state ami. Keri namado nko emainek munek ameke togo state art ya culture. Koram mention sio arinam mfen. Payedo adogo anyema pa kuwariswa Mary Michelle Sleso akedogo Scottish missionary ke Nigeria esoka bitoto yo anye kemme utomomo ke rikitre uwot amanamba amieron tak ame nkai koto Mary Sleso akan Glow Foundation eketumo arinam edidara usene manamo yaiko membogo fon
Ebogo ekoto Mary Slezo akan Glow Foundation emana marinam adida ara koro emana Mary Slezo ndien kedina maro ema ekot memanamba ke mention sio nkoko kara kesteremi mana teoro editoyo me mfon pose Mary Slezo akenangake akpanko akedogo nyedi trembonowo ariwot memanamba kesteremi eboke ebogo ekoto Mary Slezo akan Globe mi akedo keke akedo aritoyo mention sio bogotum Mary Slezo ndien arisonwam no mbonowo ke unadut adai wo ke bogodo ma glory edet ama bo ke imo ikinie udong adinwam mbonowo ito Mary Slezo ndien kemi anam imo inie uyuko keset
Akeke use the Mary Slezo. Say all of us use the name. And I make the people the manamba. Owo. Say that all the manamba. Ke pray with the mamuko. Apun tu esi kono ke esi. Apun tu esi di dia ni fere. Iti ba ngwe. Abasi e kono bobo.
Kedi namado ema ebrembre nkanyen. E wat nanga ma Mary Slezo. Akenwa maditre. Bono wodi wot manamba
I will make sure of that. I will make sure of that. I will take good care of that.
Kedi namado ema ekpeke uyo mwana kamu karasteremi akeda agano akamu karasteremi ma patience umoino ema atang mention sio etimpo ma Mary Slezo akenangake anyongo yang bonowo ekaiso kedo
And they say, I will have really seen that in her because again they came man. I don't know that they all
Dr. Glory Edith, Ugodi Namami. Abaseya Kaisomo Mayakama. Abaseya Sri Kaisomo Mamanaba. Mamanitayo Namanina.
Akpan po ekena makedi namado akedo ari nongo memanamba meno. Koro metemo nko. Mi kuyo emeriongo akombok NTA.
Ufokutum usempo mbanga ndotemukbeme ye uwaru song eriyongo kente Federal Road Safety Corps eno mbonobu item mebo yagariyongo nanga wat moto kemme inentum adogini ukapiswa manaturu ari ikpan unomo kusong yaikom membogo miyo yogo
Eboke ini ukabariswa ado ini adinam anekeke asewak eti bien mbonowo emere arikan kese mufan yem bonfe nko ke didara usoro emana Christ ebo tagami anam ndusok mbonowo ese wat nteme kusong tagami enam monowo enie unomo nko mbon e watusong etang mention siompo semimo inam adikan boke unomo ibara kusong ekamba woke Federal Road Safety Corps ekamba woke Federal Road Safety Commission ama anombonowo itemebo yakammo ediongo enwekrebo kesanga kembet mbak ammo idinie unomo ado idoronyen bonowo koro mbon ewata kusong adikan boke ekpeme mbet mbak usoro emana Christ ami adikapa ido
ntembok nyan kubakan senemi atrero nyung medu medimo sam sene sosong akam pamutong tutun dobreyo